Hi guys, it's Kiyako here, back with another speed build. This is a speed build of our first apartment for our little mini-series Opposites Attract. Like I said, it's a very mini-series in that there's only going to be like 3 videos in it. So yesterday I did a video creating the 2 neighbors who are 2 aesthetic opposites from each other. One neighbor, Marigold, loves like gothic interior design. She loves, the color black and like dark colors and really, gothic dark things basically, right? And her neighbor, whose apartment we were building today, Cassandra, she's really more into like pastels and cute things and what I'm calling Sanriocore. This was pitched by Midori. The whole idea was from an idea that Robin came up with, like I mentioned in yesterday's video, but specifically the Sanriocore baby core idea was from Midori. So this was not a aesthetic that I was like familiar with beforehand. I wasn't like I've heard of Sanriocore and baby core. I just wasn't like super. I haven't seen a lot of the aesthetic before myself. So this this is my rendition of it. It may not be totally accurate to what Sanriocore is. Please let me know, any people who are fans of that aesthetic, if I got it at least a little bit right. I was trying to go for like a lot of, ruffles and pink things and florals and flowers. It's a little bit muted in the sense that although I do have a lot of pastels and a lot of, brighter colors, they're not very saturated. They are a little bit more toned down. And I kind of like how it turns out because it's kind of like a softer color palette. It's not very intensely like brightly pastel. It's more, what's the word? Calm, I guess. I don't know, a little bit more grounded, I would say. And I really do like how this apartment turns out, especially the bedroom that I'm doing right now. I love this bedspread. I thought it was the perfect bedspread for this apartment because it's got everything. It's got the pink, the ruffles, it's so cute, absolutely perfect. But Cassandra lives here, and like I said, Cassandra's aesthetic is very cutesy and pink and floral and stuff. In terms of like Cassandra's character, I mentioned before, she's a little bit clumsy. That's her, her character flaw, quote unquote. And she is also very cheerful, and she's also, what is the other one I gave her? Outgoing. She's cheerful, outgoing, and clumsy. So I don't remember if I talked about this in the last video or not, but I was trying to figure out like what Cassandra does. For Marigold, I had the idea that she'd be like a librarian or some sort of academic person, but for Cassandra, I kind of had some difficulty figuring it out. But what I ended up coming up with is that she also is going to have like a huge like bookshelf collection in her home or in her apartment. So I figured that she and Marigold actually bond over their love of books and that they're both like avid readers and they both really like reading and storytelling and book collecting and all that stuff. So she is also a avid reader, just like Marigold, except maybe they probably read different genres. I imagine Marigold probably reads a lot of like, I don't know, like old horror novels. She probably loves like Frankenstein and a lot of, stuff like that. Whereas I thought that maybe Cassandra would probably be into, let's see, I don't know what Cassandra would read. Maybe like more modern writing? I don't know. Help me figure out Cassandra's character. It's a little bit confusing for me. But I also figured that she's also someone who's very outgoing, like a lot more so than Marigold. And maybe, let's see, in terms of her like profession or her job, because I did have the idea that perhaps Marigold was like a graduate student, maybe so is Cassandra, like they're both grad students. Maybe they just have like different areas of study or something like that. I don't know. Help me figure it out. I'm setting up her little like vanity table over here, like a little makeup table. And then we have her side table over here with like some little nail polish bottles on it. But yeah, I really like this apartment, especially like that little stuffed bunny on her bed. I think it's so freaking cute. I gave her this pink computer. Oh my God, you guys, my dream setup, like in terms of like my computer, my gaming station, I just saw someone on TikTok post like their whole gaming setup and it was absolutely beautiful and it's the exact setup that I want. I want like dual screen or maybe even like triple screen monitors and like one of those like see-through, the ones where you can see inside of the, what's it called? The computer, the big box. I'm not someone who I would not know how to build a PC. I'm not like tech savvy at all in that sense, but I know aesthetically what I want and that's what I want. If I ever get my dream setup, I'll definitely show you guys because right now my setup is it works for me and it's great and I love it, but aesthetically, I think it could be a lot cuter. But that's just me. Anyways, we are moving on to her little dining room here. So we have a dining room that connects into the kitchen on the side there. You can see in the kitchen, the color's a little bit brighter, just in terms of color palette, because I have this like more brighter peach color and the more brighter blues on the walls. That's just because like in certain areas I did want to bring in a little bit more saturation in color. I didn't want it to get too gray, because sometimes that happens to me where if I'm doing like a more muted color palette or like any sort of specific color palette, I can get a little bit too lost in it, and then in the end it just turns out kind of dull looking, and I didn't want that. So in the bathroom and in the kitchen specifically, I was trying to bring in more brighter colors. Over here we end up putting in like this little, let's see, where is it? It's like this little heart-shaped like thing on the wall. Where is it? I'm finding it right now. This thing. I don't know what exactly it's called or like what it's for. Like I think it's supposed to be like an exterior like detail for buildings and architecture and stuff, but I kind of liked how it looked in here. You know, like maybe it's a sculptural piece or maybe it's just like an architectural detail on the inside, but it looks, I don't know, it looks really cute because it's got like this heart and the florals. It's so beautiful. Anyways, we are in the kitchen now. So for the kitchen, I kept it pretty simple. I went with these like more modern countertops, which is a little bit contrasting to like some of the softer vintage looking furniture pieces I chose in other rooms, but I do think that it works. I think that this build has enough vintage and modern pieces that kind of complement each other enough that it doesn't look strange to have a mix. Does that make sense? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of this build. Again, if I missed the mark in terms of like Sanrio / babycore, let me know. Again, I'm not super familiar with this aesthetic, but I think I did a good job in just creating a standard like pastel apartment. Like the pastels in here, so cute. Definitely not like intensely pastel enough to be absolutely outrageous. But yeah, anyways, we are finishing up the kitchen here, just putting in these cupboards that are really cute. They're like this pinkish purpley color. And now we're in the bathroom. The bathroom is not my favorite bathroom that I've done. I mean, it works and it's fine. It's just, I don't know. It's not, I usually am not a huge bathroom decorator person. You guys know that. But it is cute. It's a little bit cramped just because I didn't plan out the 3x2 space well enough, so it does get a little bit cramped. But there we have the toilet, and then we have to stick like a skinny shower here like in front of the window, so it's a little bit strange. You have to like walk around the shower to get to the sink, but it's the best I could do, and I think it looks good. Anyways, we're in the living room now, which is quite a large living room. So I kind of had to figure out how to make the most of the space, considering there's like so much space, and I didn't want to have like hugely spread out furniture. But here I am picking out a couch or a sofa. Gonna put it right there. Just, you know, subtle peachy pink color. By the way, if you guys hear like jingling in the background, that's my cat's collar. He's got a little bell on it, so that's what that is. But anyways, finishing up the living room here, we're gonna put in, let's see, a little lamp over here. And then what are we doing? I don't know what we're doing. More pillows. I like pillows. I like them a lot. I mean, like it's so funny. You know, some people's houses that I've been to, they have so many pillows on their couch that you have to like take all of them off the couch in order to sit on the couch. And it's hilarious because I know that like when I have like my own place where I can like have free reign over decorating it, it's gonna be the exact same way. I'm gonna have like way too many pillows, and I'm gonna like carefully curate my pillow selection where they're all like really cool individual pillows. But in order to sit down on my couch, you have to like throw all of them on the ground. That's like my dream situation, to have like so many pillows that like you have to throw them on the ground. Same for my bed. I already have too many pillows on my bed, and every time I sleep, a couple of them have to go on the floor. But you know, I'm a pillow fiend. I think a lot of interior designers might be the same way. Just pillows are so fun, you know? They're just so fun. Anyways, I'm putting some little paintings on the wall. We are almost about done with this apartment. I'm gonna put in a little chess set over here. Maybe Cassandra and Marigold have like chess matches together. Wouldn't that be cute? Like a good way for them to like get to know each other. And maybe it's like their first date is like a chess match, and it's like first they're like kind of like unsure about each other. Maybe they like kind of butt heads a little bit, but like over time they realize they have like great chemistry or something. I don't know. I just thought it would be like a really cute concept. But anyways, let me know what you guys think of this apartment. What you think of the Opposites Attract mini-series. What do you think of the characters? And yeah. As always, if you guys have any requests for builds, leave them down below. These were, this video was from a requested build, so I obviously try to listen to you guys and try to make videos to, you know, things that you would like to see. So always feel free to submit requests, even if they're strange and crazy. Those are my favorite ones. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.